Good afternoon from the capital of Laos, Vientiane. Tonight we are catching an overnight train from Vientiane all the way to Bangkok in Thailand.
But between us and Bangkok stands 11 hours, 645 kilometers, and hopefully a good night's sleep.
For us to get the best seat possible, we actually have to cross the border into Thailand to a little town called Nong Khai. There are loads of ways to get from Vientiane to Nong Khai, and like most things, the internet is very conflicted. You can get tuk-tuks, you can get taxis, you can get buses that cross the border, but we read there's a train that connects the two cities that times up almost perfectly with our next train. So we've come to the station here in Vientiane to catch it one stop across the border, leaving us about half an hour to get off the train, get through Thai immigration, reboard another train, and take off. I'm super nervous. For some reason, Emily seems chilled out.
You get these forms when you enter Laos, and they did not tell me to keep it, but I just hung on to them. Luckily, we did, because this is your departure form.
Bring 2 pens. The station is huge, not heaps of seating, but there is a cafe and a bank. Apparently, it only opened less than a month ago, and it's not used that much. I think it's like intended for high-speed trains and things when all that happens, but it is sparse.
Pretty easy. Cost 10,000 kip to leave the country. I think that's the first time we've ever paid to leave, right?
First time that doesn't include bribes. Bribing the Serbian police was worth it.
Well worth the money for these views. Yes, we don't talk about that.
This is where the nerves really kick in. I really hope this train is on time so we can meet our other train. And part of me's semi-regretting not just doing the second class sleeper and going directly from here. If we make it, the first class room should be worth it. If we make it.
Attention please, let's go another one. Go 7. Depart from Vientiane station to Vientiane station. Then we arrive in the following at the platform number 1. Thank you.
The train's here quite early. For this leg of the journey, we are in 3rd class, which means fans and open windows, no air conditioning, and hard seats. Luckily, it's only half an hour.
The one thing that would calm my nerves is this train leaving on time, and it is 2 minutes late. The window that we have to change trains is short.
We are on train number 26. Jordan's feeling a lot better because they're coming around and checking tickets now for the next train, and that looks like you get a little badge to wear, so I guess they might rush us through, or they know to wait for us. I don't know, me wearing this goofy badge is making Jordan feel better, so that's all that matters.
It's making me feel a lot better.
You didn't even get a cool badge. Only I did, so I get on the next train, you know.
And we're off.
And we're off. Only 10 minutes late.
Leaving our train to getting through immigration, it's been 7 minutes. I think that number 26 on Emily's shirt has really helped. Now we just have to change our QR code for actual tickets.
Thank you so much.
Your car number 2.
All that stress for nothing. It really, really helps that they rush you through. So if you're doing the same thing, make sure you talk to the guy on the first train and let them know you're connecting. And they should give you a little collar thing. So that really helped.
Quite dirty.
Oh. Not good first impressions.
No. Super quick tour because there's not that much to show. We've just come on board. We had to walk up, what, like 10 carriages, I think, and they are basically all second class sleepers, which is what we did last year from Chiang Mai to Bangkok. Reasonably comfortable. I didn't sleep super well. This year we've upgraded and we have first class, which means we have a private cabin, just us. We have bunk beds, shotgun bottom, a sink, which is always such a nice touch on an overnight train because it means you can brush your teeth in here without having to go to the bathrooms that normally smell pretty bad. It's really cool and air-conned. It's not the cleanest, but I do think that's because something's maybe fallen through the vent. There's TVs. Oh, it tells you whether the bathroom's free. That's cool. Looks like we get, whoa, a pretty big fluffy pillow and a wrapped up blanket. So that has to be clean, right? I think that's it. It's quite tight. We do have space for a bag here, and it looks like space for maybe our backpacks up the top there. Glasses and a desk. What more could you want? Oh, there's even outlets and lights.
Nice.
No complaints here. Another really nice thing is that the room locks, so we feel secure. One thing about the second class sleeper last year was that I get quite anxious if I'm not with my bag. It has my laptop and the hard drives and all the vlogs that I haven't edited yet. So if I lost that, I would be heartbroken. So I feel like I had to hang on to it, so I was sleeping kind of around it, if that makes sense. One of the things I'm always personally super interested in the long overnight trains or buses is what the toilet situation is going to be like on board. So I thought I'd give you a quick tour. Oddly enough, we also have a shower on board, which I was not expecting. It looks like the shower even might have hot water. I personally won't be partaking, but pretty cool that that's even an option. There's a urinal room, which is super nice because hopefully it means that the toilets are free a lot more of the time. The toilet actually smells decent. I do think we're the first ones on board, so I'm probably in the first 10 people to use it. There is no window, so I can imagine the smell gets a little bit pungent as the trip goes on. There is an air freshener though, so they're trying. It is a Western toilet. It does look like there's a bidet, or I don't know what you call it, the hose kind of thing. Toilet paper, a bin, a sink with running water, paper towels to dry your hand, and soap. Plus a huge mirror and nice lighting. Honestly, what else could you ask for on a train, really? This could be TMI, but I feel like this is a good sign for the toilet. I typically always wipe down the toilet seat no matter where I am. If it's a public toilet, just with toilet paper, just to give it a wipe, give it a clean. If it's somewhere where I'm not feeling super comfortable or it's maybe a bit dirtier, I'll build myself a little toilet paper seat. Here, I didn't feel the need to do that. So I think that speaks volumes.
This is home for the next 11 hours. We are supposed to be getting in just past 5 a.m. or 5:30, but it's been known that this train can be delayed, so I'm kind of hoping that we're an hour or two delayed and we can sleep in a bit. But this luxurious first class ticket is the most expensive one you can get into Bangkok. It's $57 US per person. So really, normally out of our budget, we just are saying it's a night's accommodation too and justifying it that way. But you can also get the second class sleeper, which is the one we took last time from Chiang Mai. The second class sleeper is only $37 US per person.
It'll be good to compare in the morning. We will have done second class and first class at that point, and we'll be able to tell you whether it's worth your money to upgrade.
To be honest, already I think it's worth upgrading, just so when you get to Bangkok you're actually fresh and you can do things. But there are two other options. There are day trains that go the exact same route from as cheap as $8, but I'm pretty sure you're in the seats that we were in on our way to get to Nong Khai just before. I will say going from those seats to this cabin gives me a real new appreciation for what we're in for the night.
Okay, look, it's what, an inch thick of a mattress, but it's also like the regular seat cushion under that, so it's just a quite firm mattress. I'll take that any day. Can I have the bottom? Oh, pokey. That's nice. That's us, not them.
Yeah.
We're going. They left. What time's they meant to leave?
7:40.
Oh, they left exactly on time. I thought they left a minute early. Well, yeah, I can tell that we're the ones going now.
Too excited exploring the room, we missed us leaving.
It's dark outside anyway, so you can't tell.
You can't see much. I'm pretty sure we're just gonna have some snacks, go to bed, and figure it out in the morning.
our hotel in Vientiane had 2 of these toothbrushes, so I grabbed them before we left because this is perfect for an overnight train. We don't need to have the toiletries out of the big bag if we don't want to. We just have one little toothbrush ready to go. Perfect.
Night. Love you. Nice. A man just came around, knocked on the door, really politely said we're about 10 minutes from our next stop. So there's like 2 radio warnings, half an hour, 15 minutes, and now a guy comes and tells you 10 minutes, so you shouldn't have any fear of missing your stop.
I do think that last stop was at the airport, so potentially if you need to catch a flight for some hectic reason, you could go catch this straight to the airport.
We made it.
We're gonna go to our hotel room and then we'll tell you our final thoughts.
And just like that, we've made it to our hotel room after a very busy metro.
Oh my goodness, it was insane. But the overnight sleeper train was quite nice. I didn't sleep super well, but I don't think you ever really do. It was quite cold, which I didn't think would be a complaint I had, that the aircon was too good.
Yeah.
But it was, and I wasn't even on the top bunk.
I had air in my face the whole time. You couldn't actually turn it off. You could like angle the vents away from you, but you couldn't switch it off. So I was freezing a lot of the night. I woke up at like 3 a.m. and couldn't get back to sleep for a little while, but I could fit on the bed, and I'm 6'1", and I could fit on the bed. My feet hung off a little bit off the end, but I got plenty of hours of sleep.
I was quite comfortable other than being a little bit chilly. I think if the jump from second class to first class is within your budget, it's worth it, especially just for the peace of mind of being able to lock the door. Like, just knowing all of our belongings were safe in the room with us meant I could rest a little bit easier. But if you don't want to spend that, I do think you would have the same quality sleep potentially in second class sleeper.
I would argue, like if I was to do it again, I would probably look at doing the air-conditioned day train for $17.
That's
a
true.
lot cheaper. Obviously, you're on the train all day, but if you've got enough stuff downloaded, you're gonna...
Yeah, some podcasts, watch the world go by.
Yeah, and like, yes, you have to pay for accommodation, but you just get a place like this when you get in, and you're spending less, and it's a day train.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, learn from our mistakes.
I don't know, it was pretty fun.
That was fun.
I do like a
It was
night
an
train.
adventure, yeah.
And we've checked into a really nice hotel room. It's very light and bright and spacious. And we're here for an entire week. But you're not going to see any of that. The next time we'll see you, we'll be going to a new country yet again.
Bam!
And I think Jordan's having a slight panic. None of the times that we can see written anywhere match the ticket that we've bought online. So he's starting to freak out.
I was just reading the board wrong.
How do you spell Vientiane?
Oh, I guess I'll have to go first.
Australia? It's only my passport. Interesting changing from uppercase to lowercase passport.
Distracted me a lot. Perfect.
It literally has all of our favourite things from 7-Eleven. This is so cool. Top tip, especially if you have a private room, bringing something to get changed into so you're comfy for the night, I guarantee this will make me sleep better. Because I'm not in my bra and my tight shirt.
When's your favourite top?
And it's my favourite top. It's my good mood top. Okay. We're having a picnic.
Also, if you are doing the same leg that we did, we got here with like 15 minutes to spare. I managed to go to the market and get some snacks. So really, if things run semi on time, you have nothing to worry about. Only thing, is you should account for the 10,000 kip to leave Laos, and that's all. We were scared there was going to be other fees, but there wasn't, and now we're stuck with a closed currency, which is the Laotian kip, because they don't take it here.
If you're like me and don't know what a closed currency means, I only learnt today that it effectively means that nowhere will now convert this money that we have from Laos. It's effectively a souvenir now, unless we go back to Laos and spend it.